Lady who competed last year in one of the world's greatest challenges, the Iditarod Trail, the legendary sled race from Anchorage across 1,049 miles of frozen wasteland in Alaska, running through the ghost towns of the 1890s gold rush to Nome. It's known as the last great race on Earth. And apart from the $50,000 in prize money, this belt buckle is what all of those competitors were racing for. The Iditarod race buckle, which only about 320 people in the world have the right to wear, including just one British woman. She's Leslie Monk, and it reckons to have cost you about £50,000 to have won that. Was it worth it, Leslie?
Oh, it was worth every penny, yes.
What is it that made you feel that this was something you desperately wanted to do?
Well, it started 6 years ago when we got our first husky. And it's like everything else. Once you get into a sport or any hobby, you hear about the ultimate challenge. And of course, the Iditarod really is the ultimate challenge.
So how would you train not just yourself, but also the dogs for it?
Well, personal training, I went to a gym 3 times a week and did weight training. I also had to learn how to shoot. I actually took a 44 Magnum pistol with me. We usually train on wheel carts rather than sleds. So, of course, when I got there last year, I had then the task of learning how to ride a sled.
Now, Trinka is your own dog that you took on the race, and she was one of the only ones that actually finished the whole 1,100 miles. That must make her very special.
Well, she is now. I mean, she always was a favourite, and she always led the team in this country. And it was really a gamble whether she would actually make the team out there. I was determined that she wasn't going to make the team purely because we'd taken her over. She had to earn her position, and I was very, very pleased that she made it all the way.
And she's since had 5 puppies, so why don't we go down and see the rest of Trinka's family?
Come on, Trinka.
Come on, Bobbit. So in here, then, you've got the foundation of what's hopefully going to be part of the team for 1990.
Well, I hope so. Both of the parents are good leaders, and they both finished the Iditarod, so hopefully, yes.
They really are your lifeline, and their welfare is your primary concern on the race, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. There are vets along the trail at all the checkpoints, and all the dogs are actually checked over. You're not allowed to beat your dogs, whip your dogs, or just generally be cruel to them. But strangely enough, there isn't a doctor anywhere in sight. Good Lord.
What is it that makes a good dog?
Well, the leader especially has to be super intelligent and really anticipate almost what you're going to be asking it to do. But equally as important is the wheel dog, which actually goes right in front of the sled. And it's that dog that actually manoeuvres the sled around all the obstacles for you.
Well, when you competed in 1988, this red lamp is a trophy that was presented to you because you were the last person in. You were 45,
yeah.
45th in the race out of 53 starters. But being last was no disgrace, was it?
Well, I would have preferred to come higher up, of course. I could have done without the red lantern. I was actually trying to hide it in the beginning. Everybody wanted to see it, and I was so embarrassed about it. But...
Well, it's a great trophy to have because, as I say, absolutely no disgrace at all in having finished that 1,100-mile race. But let's hope it's the last one that you win like that, and maybe
I hope so.
You'll win something a little bit higher up next time.
Well, that's the plan.
Well, Leslie and her husband Roy trained very hard on their wheeled rig last autumn, and they're actually in Alaska right now. They're not actually competing this year, but Leslie is training and Roy hoping to qualify for the 1990 Iditarod. I'm sure we all wish them both a lot of luck.